paid to do. I'm just the type that does them because I know nobody else will. I guess it goes back to the janitor mentality when I was getting paid to clean up other people's messes. Anyway, in my part of town this past week, I happened to see a grocery cart from Walgreen, and I was thinking that was sad, where there was probably a story behind how it got all the way over to where I was, like 2 miles away from the nearest Walgreen. And what I did was, I knew it was a small enough cart I could get in the backseat of my car. I drove it back to a Walgreen, and I at least personally felt like I was taking a lost dog back to its owner, but I didn't say that I was bringing back a cart from anywhere either. And it was like, oh, I'm already here. I like shopping at this store, so I bought a few things. Like, there wasn't much discounted Valentine candy left, but I found some Reese's peanut butter, so it's like, yeah, I guess it was a case of I made the trip worthwhile. So there was that. And I noticed the bank employees, that means tails for bank, like tails for the crypt. I'm trying to think of anything that's notable from the past week aside from the company bought us lunch, and that's kind of nice. I usually just bring cans of soup that I heat up in the microwave oven, but then I found out, oh, there was a big meeting, and they brought us sandwiches from Jimmy John's. It's like, yeah, I can heat up this can of soup any day. Of course, I want those sandwiches. And that day I went to the Walgreen near me, one block over, and I'm known for getting an ice cream candy bar even during winter. People think I'm weird for doing that. No, I just like ice cream. And the cashier said, what, no ice cream candy bar this time? I said, no, the company bought us lunch. They don't do that very often. So when it included a brownie, it's like, yeah, I think I'm already good on sweets. And she said, no, I get it. I guess her employer doesn't buy her lunch very often either. Yeah, I really like Walgreen. And yes, I leave the S off. Let me have that one. I know that in olden times, they still have those signs up that say at one point they didn't have the S on it. That's an American thing to make everything possessive. And it doesn't have to be. So that's my commentary about it. Well, it's fish fry season. I'm not Catholic. I just like good food I don't have to cook. So I've been to some fish fries, and we'll go to some more. And yes, commonly you can find them at Catholic churches, but other places too. And the one I went to this Friday was at the Catholic church, and I got there near the end of the time allotment, and I'm just thankful that I got anything, period, because the line was long, and I ended up getting a fist bump from a man of the cloth. He may not have been a priest, he may have been just a deacon, because I know there was somebody with a collar just like him that sat down next to me after I got my food. He said, I'm a deacon of the church, so it's like, okay, I guess we'll talk for a while. And I said, oh, it's kind of nice they got a Linus statue here, so we talked about Charlie Brown and Snoopy for a while. Of course, I love that, because I love Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Got to find common ground somehow. He said he liked there was scripture in the Christmas special, and it's like, yeah, people should know what the true meaning of Christmas is. So, yeah, I get it. I agree with him on that one. So there was that. And the weekend, I stay busy on the weekend. Some people have already heard about this on a Facebook posting, but for those who haven't, here we are. I like credit unions because they have a lower interest rate when you want a car loan. And I went to the annual meeting of my credit union, and I got a shirt because they were giving them out because they have a new name after a merger. And I think it's pretty cool that they actually pay you to show up. You get $25 at the end when you leave. And it's like, yeah, how often does that happen? Not too often. I guess it's another case of where they're very customer friendly. And yeah, it was kind of nice to see an acrobat show there too from a circus. But I'm also going to remember it for what I did before then. I wanted to be on time, and I hadn't eaten lunch yet, and I ended up getting lunch from the nearby Speedway gas station. And the only hot things that they had there were leftover breakfast sandwiches. Like, yeah, that works. I'm also going to remember for the banter I heard from the cashiers, where one of them was talking to the other about their brother betting on just about anything, including presidential elections. And it's like, yeah, you can bet on just about anything. I am quite familiar with that, but why somebody would bet on a thing like a presidential election? Well, to each their own, I guess. We all have free will. And then I went to sing karaoke. I'm going to remember for the bartender changing outfits while I was there. She had a black and green outfit on, and no, I never did point out how I was a lawyer for St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why she ended up taking it off. It's like, well, I'm just here to sing. And then there was another patron there who was going to sing. He said, well, you can't do this song, which was Amadeus. It's like, yeah, I wasn't planning on that. And it's like, I don't know why he cared so much about me not singing the same song. It's like, if you want to sing the damn song, then put it in and be done with it, damn it. I don't know if he ever sang it either. Who knows? Who cares? And then I saw the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous this weekend too. I loved it because there was a scene at the end where Brittany Murphy yells at her dad about an unfair comparison to siblings. It's like, yeah, I can relate. I know my parents have done that to me. It's like, why can't you be like these successful classmates? Because I'm not. Would you love me more if I was? Probably not, so shut the fuck up. Well, thank you, both, been great.